public streaming?
We are on
Let me know.
record, Chairman.
Thank you so much. And recording?
Yes.
Okay. And so what's our next item of business? Because I don't have an agenda. Somebody can help me.
Reconvene in open session.
Then back, since we're back in open
Yeah,
session.
do the recitation and.
We gotta confirm that we're back in open session and nothing was discussed. Who can help me with that? Vice Chair?
Nothing.
Go ahead, Commissioner Cotton.
No, that's there. You're there. You're good.
Okay, Vice Chair?
So motion to reconvene the public.
Yeah,
And that those matters discussed in closed session were limited to those on the agenda. No additional actions are taken, that kind of thing.
Thank you. All right, so motion to reconvene to the public meeting. Those discussions within the closed session were limited to the closed session, and there's no
Are they already?
commentary in this public session.
Perfect.
that's sufficient, Deputy Attorney General?
Yep, that's good.
Wait.
Okay, there a second?
Wait. Before you guys go back into session, are we still in closed session?
No,
Oh, yeah.
we're in session.
No, we're back
Okay.
in open session and publicly streaming and recording, Madam Treasurer.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you.
And we're looking for a second on Vice Chair's motion to convene back in open session.
So moved.
I'll second.
I mean, second.
Second from the Treasurer and from Commissioner Cotton. Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none. Madam Treasurer, did you have that roll?
Yes, I do. Yes. So you have a proper motion and second, Secretary Toulouse Oliver, Secretary Monette,
Yes.
Chairman O'Connell,
Yes.
Commissioner Cotton,
Yes.
Commissioner Dabney, Commissioner Ruthini, Dr. Melia,
Yes.
Treasurer votes yes, Commissioner Umi,
Yes.
Commissioner Stone,
Yes.
Vice Chairwoman Williams, Chairman West.
Yes.
You have 9 in the affirmative, 0 in the opposition.
Very good. Thank you, Madam Treasurer. Appreciate that. And I think that takes us to Commissioner Training. Deputy Attorney General, you have 1 minute.
Oh, wait. Hold, Mr. Chairman, real quick. Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Madam Treasurer?
did that motion include that nothing that was stated in executive session other than what was on the agenda?
Yes, the Vice Chair included that statement in her motion. She did.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry, I ran in late from another executive session.
Staying
Sure.
double duty, triple duty probably at this point.
Chair West, we're on number 16. I'm trying to see training. I don't see it on my agenda. Are you looking at your old agenda again?
Oh, yeah, it's next meetings.
Yeah.
Oh, it's next
Yeah.
meeting. Thank you, Commissioner Cotton. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
any action
Okay,
required, yeah.
Next meetings. So I wanted to discuss with the commissioners, the next meetings, thank you. Thank you. I wanted to see if we could just get all our meetings scheduled through the end of the fiscal year. So everybody knows, we know what our meetings are gonna be. And our next meeting, will be after, King Day. And we can, the meeting will be very much focused on orientation. Now that we have a full commission with Commissioners Umi and Stone, we'll be able to train and orient all of our commissioners. And so we're looking at January 22nd through 24th. Any preferences there?
The 22nd,
Commissioner O'Connell was saying that Fridays work better for him in general. Commissioner Cotton?
oh, yeah, no, those 2 days, neither one, the 22nd and 23rd doesn't look like it'll work for me.
Okay, so we got 2 in favor of the 24th. Any objections to the 24th?
No, Fridays are best for me. Yes.
And I think you just have to evaluate, because the people on the commission who are state officials and state high state level folks are gonna have the legislative session come up. So that'll be the first week of the legislative session. So there's a chance that a certain number of those folks might not be able to attend. But if you can maintain a quorum, if you can make sure that everybody can still be active and attend, then there's an opportunity.
Right, and we'll poll our members and do the best we can. So we'll try for the 24th. Okay, so 24th for January. For February, the 11th through 14th.
That's a bad week also because February the 13th, 14th, that's the weekend of African American Day at the legislative session. So that's not a good, those days are, the 13th and 14th most definitely are not good.
Okay.
And
How do you feel about the 21st? Vice Chair suggesting it and just taking into consideration Commissioner O'Connell's thought about the Friday?
yeah, the 21st, it probably be the best day. It's going to be also a traveling day because the 22nd is the weekend of our awards banquet, and some of your folks will be traveling to Hobbs for that. I know Director Gaines and OAAA office, but you can set up the 21st. It's on Zoom, so.
Okay, yeah, and we might even make it exclusively a Zoom meeting. Okay, so we'll mark the 21st. All right, so for March, and this will be an important one because this is where we're really targeting hiring our executive director. 11th through 14th. Dr. Million?
Friday the 14th.
Friday the 14th, Friday the 14th.
Friday the 14th. That's a little bit ahead of my schedule, but that works for me. It looks like I think I'm gonna be in town. That March, April, the first part of the year is a busy time, but Friday the 14th, let's go for it.
Okay, Friday the 14th. And hoping that once we get an executive director hired, that maybe at that point we can start thinking about quarterly. It may depend on the executive director, but if the commission is feeling like once we hire an executive director, that we can think about going to a quarterly, then maybe the next meeting could be in June. But if we don't feel like that, we could always have a special in between March and June. But we, at a minimum, can definitely think about scheduling the June meeting, June 20th.
I would recommend the Juneteenth weekend.
We don't want to meet Juneteenth weekend.
Nope.
So
I think we should stop where we're at and get someone hired, and then maybe we'll get back on the schedule after we feel like we're organized enough to go back quarterly. But I think you should stop in March, and then we can have it, because you're definitely getting into the Juneteenth weekend and some other things.
Right, fair enough. Okay, good. That sounds good. The June meeting is an important one because it is the annual meeting, so we don't want to miss that one. So we need to keep that one on the radar screen. It's an important one to make sure that we don't miss scheduling. It was missed the last year, that caused cascading problems for the commission.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to probably do it sooner. So, but we're good.
Okay, yeah, and like I say, maybe it's better to have it earlier in May. It'd be better to have it earlier than later. But you definitely don't want to miss that one. Okay, so just flag that one as important and not wanting to be missed. All right then, Deputy Attorney General, you have negative minutes.
5 seconds. So we'll do a more substantial briefing on training and commission responsibilities in January meeting, but just, I think the one thing I would leave the commission with is this idea of rolling forums. It's probably the biggest thing that boards and commissions get in trouble for in the state of New Mexico. If you Google my name and rolling forums, it comes up. I've had to crack down on some. And so the idea is that, like, just when you're outside of meetings, you don't want to sort of talk to commission members about items of business that we're going to discuss in this setting. And it can even be like if Commissioner Umi talks to Commissioner Stone, who then talks to Commissioner, Williams, O'Connell, like if you play telephone, that's where things can get really hairy. So you can form subcommittees, you can have conversations between commissioners, as long as you're not pulling others in and creating a forum where you pre-decide information or pre-decide decisions that you're going to make before you get to the commission meeting. So just wanted to throw that out as a word of caution, but we can go over the rest of the stuff of more substance the next meeting.
Okay, and in January, we're gonna have the orientation, and it will be a meeting light on business and heavy on training. And so there'll be time and opportunity for you, Deputy Attorney General, to take center stage.
Yeah, and maybe the last thing is just real quick, the gifts thing. I tell this to a lot of folks and elected officials, like the gifts, just, be careful about taking any gifts. And it's not like in the movies, you always imagine somebody one day will just give you gifts and it's like somebody you don't know. It's often somebody you have known for a very long time, just like, hey, hey, like you want to do this or want that, like, and so just be cautious that it's a higher level of responsibility once you're a public officer on this commission. So we'll get more into detail on that.
Okay?
So that means Christina can't send me a Christmas present?
No.
So, Deputy Attorney General, all their state, happy holidays to everybody. Happy New Year. Have wonderful King Day celebrations. And if there's no objection, the meeting stands adjourned.
Motion to adjourn. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy New Year to everyone.
Thank you, you too.
Hey, nice seeing you again, Joe.
You too, Anthony. We'll be in touch. Randy, you guys have a great one.